All right, welcome everybody to this math refresher on dividing 3-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers. I'm going to show you how to do this. How does this work? What's the system? Okay, in this first problem we have here, we have we have 234 divided by 12. So the first thing we're going to do is ask ourselves how many times 12 goes into 23. So right now we're solving for the tens, if you will, because there are 23 tens in 234. Does that make sense? Kind of. Well, it almost goes 2 times. It only goes once. So we can put a 1 up here, and then we can put our 12 right below. And when we do that, we're then going to subtract in order to get our remainder here. So we're going to go ahead and put a line there, and then we say 23 minus 12 is 11. So we put our 11. Whoops, got an extra 1 there. So we got an 11. Then we're going to bring down the 4 because this is the number of ones that we have. So 12 goes into 114. It's got to be 9. If it was more than 9, I would be worried. So 9 times 12, 9 times 2 is 18. Carry the 1. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So put 10 here, 108. So then we subtract out what we have here, draw a line. And in this case, we have a remainder of 6. All right. So our answer here is 19, 1, 9, R, 6. 19, remainder 6, right? So here's our 19. Here's the 6 that we had remaining. So 19, remainder 6. All right, so that's the first one. Now let's go on to the second one. So we've got 27 divided by 75. We know that 3 times 25 is 75, and this is a little bit more, so it's only going to go in 2 times. So 2 times 27 happens to be exactly 54. We then draw our line here again, and we bring down our difference so that we can do the ones. So 5 minus 4 is 1. 7 minus 5 is 2. Then we bring down one more 1. All right. Okay, so 10 times 27 would be 270, way too much. 5 times 27, let's see, 100 plus 35, 135. I got that by going 20 times 5 is 100, and then 5 times 7 is 35. 135, not quite enough. 7 times 2 is 140 plus, sounds good. What about 8? 56 for the 7. 8 times 2 is 160 plus 5. A little bit too much for 8. So it sounds like 7 is our call here. 8 is just over just a little bit. All right, so let's put in 7. We'll say, okay, so 7 times 7 is 49. Put the 9 down, carry the 4. 7 times 4 is 28. Add 4. Whoa. 7 times 2 is 14. Add 4 is 18. I almost got crazy there. Crazy. So now let's find out what a remainder is. If it's over 27, we did something wrong. So, okay, so we got 11 minus 9 is 2. We got 20 minus 18, which is 2. All right, here we go. So our answer in this case is 27, remainder 22. And the reason why we get that remainder of 22 is because we can't put any more 27s into 22. All right, here we go. Or keep going up the ladder here. 35 into 293. Let's do it. Okay, so 35 does not go into 29. Oh, now what do we do? Well, we got to go to the ones then. So 35 into 293. Oh boy. All right, if it's, let's try 8. So 8 would be 40, for 8 times 5 is 40, carry the 4. 8 times 3 is 24 plus 4. Yeah, that sounds good. Should be good. Let's try 8. All right, and let's do the multiplication. So we got 0, we'll carry the 4. So, right, the 0 is from 8 times 5 is 40. So you put down the 0, carry the 4. Then 8 times 3 is 24, add 4. You get 28. 280. Boom. All right. 280 is 8 times 35. So then we subtract out to find out what our difference is. 9 minus 1 is 7. Oops, sorry. 9 minus 8 is 1. There we go. Answer here is 8 with a remainder of 13. 1, 3. Don't. This kind of reminds me of Craftwork, the way these kind of numbers are spaced and look on the spreadsheet. It's kind of funky, right? I hope you don't mind. I cleaned that up a little bit with those extra multipliers I had. Okay, so keep moving along. This is a cool one. 11 into 7, 7. 11 goes into 77 how many times? Exactly 7. So 7 times 11 is what? 77. Whoops, not 78. 77 minus 77 is exactly 0. Carry down the 7 anyway. And what do we get? The answer is 7. Remainder 7. Cool, man. Whoops. Not ampersand. 7. Cool, man. All right. 22 into 361. 22 times 2 would be 44. That's too many. So we just go 1. We get 22 here. 2. We draw our line to do our subtraction. Subtraction. 36 minus 22. 6 minus 2 is 4. 3 minus 2 is 1. Carry down the 1. All right. Some of these are really easy to estimate. Some of them not so easy. When I see this 14 and I see this 2 or 20, I immediately think 7. But unfortunately, it's going to get thrown over because it's not 20 and it's not 140. So I'm going to go with 6. So 6 times 2 is 12. Carry the 1. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. 1, 3. All right. Let me draw the line here. And what do we get? So we get 9. Is what we get. Because I had to borrow from the tens column to add 10 to the ones column to get 11. Minus 2 is 9. Our answer is 16. Remainder 9. All right. Last one for this exercise. So 32 into 93. 2 times 32 would be 64. 3 times 32 would be 96. That's too much. So we're going to put 2. 2 times 32, 64. Let's draw the line. And let's subtract. I'm going to borrow 10 from the tens column and add it to my 3 to get 13 minus 4 is 9. 9. It's 9. I had to borrow 1 from this 9, so it's really an 8 minus 2. Minus 6 is 2 for 29. I'm going to bring down the 4. So now I'm going to do the division for the ones column. So in this case, I have 294 divided by 32. So let's see. Twice we said it was 64. So that's 4. So 8 would be 2. Yeah, maybe 8 would go. Let's try it and see what happens. 8. We can always change it, which is good. So 8 times 2 is 16. Carry the 1. 8 times 3 is 24. Plus 1 is 25. 25. All right, and then like I said before, if you subtract the two numbers and it ends up being bigger than your divisor here, 32, then you've done something wrong. If it's not bigger, then you get the right answer, which is the remainder. So we get, I'm going to borrow 10 from the tens column, make this 14, add the 10 here. Minus 6 is 8. Right? I borrowed 10 from here, so that's 8. Minus 3. You remember what I told you about? If it's more than what you're dividing into, that means you didn't put enough numbers in here. So we're going to bump this by 1. And we're going to say 29 instead. And then we're going to multiply here. Let's get rid of this guy because it's not right. So 9 times 2 is 18. Carry the 1. 9 times 3 is 27. Plus 1 is 28. Yeah, see that? See that, ladies and gentlemen? This thing is moving all around. Sorry about that. We could go one more, so we did. And guess what? We're a lot closer. So 294 minus 288 is exactly what? 6. Boom. There's your answer. 32 into 934, or 934 divided by 32 is 29. Remainder 6. All right. Coolio. You can check these as well by multiplying 934 by 20. Oh no. You multiply 32 by 29. You should get 934. You can also, and we can try it here. Let's try some Excel spreadsheet stuff. Ooh. Equals, so I'm going to put a paren here. I'm going to select this. It's not going to work so well. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say, let's get rid of this bit. Let's just do this. 32 times 29. Let's see if this will work. Oops. Didn't make it as a formula. Let's do it equals. Oh yeah, that's right. Then I have to add in the 6 too, right? Because I had that remainder, so that's right. That's right. How about, okay, let's do the same over here. Equals 16 times 22. Bink, 352. Add 9 to get 361. Yay! All right, let's try this guy. Well, we already know, don't we? Yeah. Equals 7 times 11. Boom, 77. Oh, dude. Let's see. I made a mistake. Ooh, I made a mistake. I didn't put a 0 here. Sorry. That's good. That's why it's good to check your answers. So if I did have the 0, we'd get this. Equals 11 times 70 instead of just 7. Get 770. That looks a lot better because we have that remainder of 7, right? So we add 7 to 770 and we get our answer. Cool days. Cool days. Let's check out this one too. This equals 12 times 19. What do we got? 228. Add 6, you get 234. Woo woo. All right. How about here? Check here. We're going to do, wow, 27 times 27. 27 times 27. That happens to be pretty much my favorite number because that's the number that my birthday falls on. And did we get this right? Oh yeah, dude. We got a big remainder here of 22. So that is actually right. 22 plus 7, 29. You can do it here too. Equals this plus this. 751. Check it, dude. Cool. And that's our answer, 751. All right. And then over here, let's give it a try. We're going to do 35 times 8. 280. Add 13, you get 293. Woohoo. All right, so that concludes this video on dividing 3-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.